brand new numbers Fox News just getting from CBP sources on the border known gotaways since the fiscal year began on October 1st. That's 120 days ago. There have been 293,993 known gotaways, meaning border officials saw them, detected them, but did not bring them into custody. We don't know where they came from, who they are, or why they are here, but they are gone. They have come across illegally and are into the United States. That rounds out in 120 days to about 2,450 per day. Joining us now, former acting ICE director, Fox News contributor, Tom Homan. Tom, you hear these latest numbers. You and I talk a lot about known gotaways, but honestly, this fiscal year to date, so far since October 1st, 2,450 known gotaways a day. Your reaction?
Look, that just scared the hell out of every American. Because why would an illegal alien not take advantage, come across the border, turn themselves into the Border Patrol, get released, get a free airline ticket to the city of his choice, and apply for work authorization? Why would they not take advantage of that program? You know why? Because they don't want to be fingerprinted. And there's a reason for that. So these known gotaways, look, they arrested people from over 140 different countries. Many of these countries are sponsors of terrorism. If you don't think a single one of 1.2 million gotaways this past year isn't someone that came to do us harm, you're wrong. These are gang members. These are going to be sexual predators. These are going to be criminals. These are going to be people carrying fentanyl. Not all of them, but there's a reason why they didn't turn themselves in and take advantage of the giveaway program of the Biden administration.
Well, Tom, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez takes a very different view of this than you. She's upset that people aren't getting more of an opportunity to apply for asylum. Here's a little bit of what she had to say.
This administration is making it effectively impossible to seek refuge at our border. President Biden should listen to the courts and human rights activists and reverse course.
Your reaction?
AOC ought to go down the border like she did on the Trump administration. When 2 children died, she ran down there claiming the humanitarian crisis. People are dying. Well, AOC, go down there now, because you got over 1,700 dead migrants under the Biden administration, a record. You got a record number of children and women being sex trafficked across the United States. The federal government has already released 250,000 children in this country, over 250,000. They can't find 40% of them. They just found children, over 50 children, in a meatpacking plant in Nebraska working a midnight shift, cleaning up entrails from the cattle they're killing. So where are you now, AOC? Why don't you pay attention to what's happening now? Because what's happening now is a huge, not only a great humanitarian crisis, it's a national security crisis. Look, every time she talks about immigration, she's wrong. She's a worst congressperson in the history of the United States Congress because she doesn't do her homework.
You know, Tom, there is an indication that the number of people turning themselves in, the give-ups at the border, are coming down. I saw that, a little bit of that when I was just at the border the past 3 weeks. But yet I also saw on several occasions every day the smuggling increasing. What do you make of the numbers and what's happening?
Well, look, I said months ago, they're going to create some program down south, and they're going to make a lot of these, they're going to make illegal immigration legal, right? So they're going to bring in 500,000 people a year on this parole program, which is illegal, by the way. Parole is supposed to be a case-by-case analysis based on a significant public benefit or urgent humanitarian concern. A case-by-case analysis. So when the president stands up and says, we're going to do 30,000 a month, that should be Exhibit A in the lawsuit that 20 states have brought against this administration. And look, it's illegal. It's going to be shut down. Then when the numbers creep back up, illegal entries creep back up, they can no longer bring them to a port of entry, to an illegal process, then they're going to blame the Republicans. Hey, numbers are tripling up because the Republicans beat us on this. This is their plan. They inherited the most secure border in my lifetime, and within a year created the most historic illegal immigration this country's ever seen. They can't run away from those facts. But instead of coming up with these illegal programs, which they're going to lose in court, why not just secure the border? What's the downside on less people getting sexually assaulted, less people drowning in the river, less fentanyl coming to this country, less money being made by the cartels? There's no downside in securing the border. That's what they should be doing. Instead, they're creating these programs that are illegal, and they're going to end up losing in court. Then they blame the Republicans.
And we shall see where it goes. Tom Homan, former acting ICE director, Fox News contributor, as always, thank you for your insight.
Thanks for having me, Griff.